Okay, today on My Creative Space, I want to talk about some of the weird things that creatives do. Or, no, I don't, because I'm not weird. I'm not weird. This is not weird. Sitting in a room, taking time, setting up a background by myself, talking to a camera. That's not weird. That's not strange. Okay, so I'm on lifehack.org and I found this article. It says 13 incredible things about highly creative people you can't miss. See? So it says you can't miss. It says they daydream a lot. That was number one. Number two, they choose to work at odd hours. Now this is absolutely correct. I mean, I'm not a morning person. I force myself to drink coffee. If I could, I would sleep all day, wait till it gets dark, and then start working. Because something about the nighttime is very quiet. Your mind works better, I think, at night. Or if you wake up extra early, like 4 o'clock a.m. If you wake up at 4 o'clock a.m. and then start working, it's absolutely silent. And it's weird because you can get a lot done in those hours when everybody else is sleeping. I don't know how to explain it. They have special rituals. That's a little weird. They easily lose track of time. This is correct. Like any creative, anybody that, makes music, does graphic design, video production, video edit, it's almost like the vacuum of time disappears and the clock moves faster and you're in this like realm of time warp. You're in like a relative time warp out of some space age movie. Time goes like that. And you completely lose track of time. In the zone, you take hours to work on this project. Doesn't even feel like an hour went by. It was like 10 minutes. It was just 10 minutes ago. But no, time flies. They usually surround themselves with beauty. My workspace at work, I mean, I got stuff plastered everywhere. I wouldn't call it beauty. It almost looks like an insane person has put up a map on how to hide the bodies. So there's stuff plastered everywhere, different things you can look at. It's a little disturbing to some people that come into my office, but when they say that you surround yourself with beauty, I think you really surround yourself with creativity or things that inspire you, color palettes, things of that sort, funny memes that may be on the wall. For me, color, I love color. As you can see behind, I got those lights that change, and I got my son bought this for me for my birthday, lava lamp. Lava lamps are they're awesome. Everybody should have a lava lamp. If I could, every lamp in my house would be a lava lamp. They have no fear of being alone. That may sound sad, but it's not really sad. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Being alone, you can completely focus on the task at hand or whatever you're working on. You can just dive into your mind without any interruptions from any outside sources, noises, or anything else. You're just in, again, that zone. So yeah, being alone or being by yourself, solitude, for most creatives is a beautiful thing. Silence is a beautiful thing. They can't handle routine. This is absolutely correct. I hate getting up in the morning. I hate it. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. Luckily that I have several different projects and several different things that keep me busy throughout the day creatively, that it doesn't seem like a routine once I get to work. But doing things routinely is a bore. Combine playfulness with discipline. I have to work on the discipline part. There's certain times you can, even some of my what do you call people you work with? Unbelievable. I think I'm on the onset of Alzheimer's, because little simple things like this I always forget. It's a little scary. Co-workers. Sometimes we have these meetings, and these meetings we have to get a lot of things done and work through it. So sometimes I'll blurt out things and everybody will start laughing, and I don't know why they're laughing. I'm dead serious on what I said. But then after I repeat it in my head, I'm like, oh, that's why they're laughing. They are their own worst critics. This is absolutely true. Some days I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm the greatest designer in the world. And other days I'm like, oh, I really, really suck. I suck bad. This sucks. Everything I see sucks. I don't know why that is. Maybe we all need to see psychiatrists. Another thing they have on here, on this article, is they never grow up. Yeah, my wife would love to hear that, because I'm just a big kid. I play video games. I watch Marvel movies. I'm doing silly things that I shouldn't do as a grown man. I confess. They have difficulty staying on a task. They create in cycles. This is true. It's like when you get in the cycle or in that zone that I'm talking about, you can work on several different projects at one time and they all come out like amazing. And then all of a sudden you have like this, it's like a sugar crash. You crash and it's like you can't even think correctly, and everything that you do you're very unhappy with. So cycles it's a weird thing. It's like the creative process fails you, and you got to reinvent your creative process. They need space to create, yes. The creative space, again, that's what this whole blog is about, is having your own creative space to be able to create, and you feel comfortable in that space. In my office and here in my home studio, I know where everything is at. It may look a mess. If I turn this camera around, you'll be like, oh my God, he's a pig. But I know exactly where everything is at, where everything is placed, except for my car keys. I can never find my car keys. They live on the edge of joy and depression. This is also true. I don't know what it is about the chemical makeup of the mind that you have to. There's 1 minute that I'm extremely joyful, and then all of a sudden I can't stand anything or anybody. That may be a mental issue, and I need to seek professional help. Or maybe some of you go through it too. If you do, please let me know. It's just like it's a cutoff. I'm like on this extreme high and then a extreme low after doing creative or being creative in the room all day. Sometimes it's strange. It almost sounds like manic depressiveness, right? Or you go into a manic state where you're at the state of very high intense creative joyful bliss, and then you're at, I can't do anything right. I hate this computer. Oh, the neighbors won't shut up. I wish I could kick their dog in the face. You're addicted to creative flow. Always. Always thinking about the next project. Always thinking about what I could do next. What I could do better in my field. Whether it's graphic design, whether it's video, whether it's how do I make it look cleaner, how do I get this to look better, or what if I use this color, or what if I use that color. Sometimes that does not shut off. It's completely going. You'll sit there and lay in your bed trying to go to sleep, trying to figure out these problems that you have come across during the day. You may have a eureka moment where you're like, that's it, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. This one here says that they completely love a project 1 minute and hate it the next. That is absolutely true. Once I have a project and I'm really intense on that project and finishing that project and working that project out, whatever the problems are, I love that project. But once I get close to finishing that project, I'm like, this is boring. I don't even want to do this anymore. So I go on to the next project. So I guess that falls under the category of procrastination also. It's just hard to stay focused once you get to like a point where you're almost finished with that project. And you're like, let's move on to the next thing. So if you're a creative, share with me some of the characteristics that you have. I might be crazy. I might need help after doing this vlog. This might be good for me, right? Or maybe not. Maybe somebody's going to be knocking on my door tomorrow with a straitjacket ready for me to be put in a padded room. But anyways, those are just some of the... I didn't say it. That's what... I told you what I felt. That came from the internet, so it might not be true. So I'm okay. I'm good. I believe I'm good. If you have any other comments or anything that you would like to say, make sure you leave them below. I will reply to them. And let's just have a discussion about the creative and how the creative thinks and the strange things creatives do to keep creative. Ha! Keep creative. It's almost like be creative, how I usually end my videos. That was close. That was pretty good, I thought. Maybe. Maybe not.